I think it's safe to say that this stream is a disaster. Once I get back to a computer, everything is going to be just fine. And so don't worry, this probably won't be happening anymore. If OBS doesn't work, I'm just gonna use StreamYard and Melon, so... Yeah, but Monica's poem and yours both have very particular feels to them, I guess. Your poems always feel ponderous and thick, like they're underwater, and they feel old and ancient somehow. Yeah, like some ancient, wise creature you go to for advice for your quest in a movie. Not exactly how I'd put it, but yeah. Now, Monica's poem feels swinging and crisp. They have a rhythm to them that reminds me of like a storyteller dramatically telling a story to a young children with dramatic pauses. Hold up. There we go. That feels better, right? Better, right? There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, part of it is the way she uses the page. Monica really likes to use spacing and indentation to cover the speed and rhythm she wants you to read the lines out inside your head. Punctuation, too. She's very good at using the right punctuation mark for the right sense, and keeps her poems very crisp, to use your phrasing. Well, it's still a little bit beyond me and my level of experience. But that was really good, Monica. Thanks, everybody. Who'd like to go next? I think I'm ready to show mine now. Okay, cool. Okay, Siri passes her poem around the room. Alright, I woke up feeling pretty sick this morning. Sniffles and coughing, it's no fun. And as I rise, my body screams the warning that my affliction has just begun. They assure me I should share the burden. A problem shared is a problem halved, they say. But can they really understand for certain, like the time and the money they stay? I see she's been diseased for longer. This bug is really pretty tough to shake. And voluntarily I am made a witness to what might be our single settled fate. When I press forward and open wounds advice, I snare the sickness in, but illness shared is illness multiplied. I hope they'll all be well one day again. Alright, good poem. Let's see, alright. Hey, real quick. Don't go freaking out on me. It's only poetry. Chili grins widely. So don't read too much into it, okay? It's just an outlet. Well, it definitely gets its point across. One of the things I always admire about your poetry is how brutally authentic it is. It's very stark. That's a good way to put it. Indeed. Jewish poetry is adept at the blending of joy and despair. Had to put it like that, didn't you, Yuri? It's horrifying, and you want desperately to stop looking. You can stare at yourself the pain and feeling that the author is conveying, but you can't. It forces you into that perspective so that you can feel the author's pain or their terror. Hey! Everyone turns to look at Natsuki. She just said not to read too much into it. And now we're talking about how the poem lets us see things that are really awful and painful in her. It's just an outlet. outlet, like she said. But now I'm making it about her instead of the poem, and it's making her uncomfortable. Yeah, I hardly even noticed. I was just focused on Yuri. Don't think we're gonna be lucky to even get another view at this point. But whatever, that's fine. Hope nothing like this happens again. Fingers crossed. Just because you paint a picture of something gory doesn't mean you're a violent person. And just because Siri wrote a sad poem about what happened doesn't necessarily mean she's in horrible pain. Or even if she is, that doesn't mean that she wants us to talk about it. Her poem deserves to be judged by its own merits rather than what we're projecting onto her. But I think it's strong, if a little scary. And that we don't need to be constantly making Siri feel self-conscious by talking about how awful she must feel. I didn't mean anything like that. I just got lost in the beauty of it. I'm really sorry if I made you feel bad, Siri. I don't feel bad. I'm really glad you liked it. I mean, obviously, I'm not saying I wasn't feeling at least a little bit sad when I wrote this. Just, you know, I don't want to have everyone freak out about if I write sad stuff. Natsuki's right about that. The last thing I want is to have you guys all worried about me. I'm fine, really. So, MC, what about you? Do you have any thoughts? He doesn't! Okay, what the hell was that? He's still too worried about his own poem to talk about mine. She says she's right. Well then, that means that it's your turn to show your poem now, MC. Or you, Natsuki, you're the only two left. Okay, if the stream unexpectedly just cuts off again, I'm just gonna... And I'll come back to it a little later than usual, because... i.e., on the computer, because... don't want it to keep cutting off all the time. Whoever wants to go first. Whoa, what the hell is happening? I challenge you to rock, paper, scissors. You fool. You sealed your fate. What is going on? Don't be so cocky. I have a few tricks up my sleeve. What? Yeah, I have a few tricks up my sleeve in rock, paper, scissors. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, 3 tricks to be exact. That joke was inexcusable. Accept no mercy from me now. We go on 3. 1, 2, 3. Both of them show rock. I see you're a man of tactical sophistication. Don't underestimate me. This isn't even my final technique. We're going all anime here. Whoa, boy. Guess I should be a little glad that it's a separate stream. You know. What? Not now, Monica. MC's sure going to show off his ultimate move. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. MC shows scissors. Natsuki shows rock. What? How? You are a worthy opponent. I have to use my most secret power to defeat you. The power of choosing rock twice in a row. God, I really wish the stream didn't conk out. Gunna Store probably would have had a laugh at this. VODs are out, so... go figure. No one ever expects double rock. Guess that means you go first, MC. Can't believe Scissors lost. I have a request for my poem. And what's that? So my poem is about Sarah, and it would be really embarrassing to share it while she's here. Would it be okay if, I'll be right back. I need to go to the girls' room. Like, right now. At this specific time. Nothing suspicious. Can you just go? I've got something! Looks like the coast is clear, MC. MC nervously hands over his pen. Dead eyes. Eyes that used to smile. Voice that used to cheer. I close the door. And I'll be again with fear. Why did the music stop? Her eyes are fixed and sad. Is this what she wanted? Is this all that we had? She just stares down, rotted. Her voice won't be heard again. My mind sputters aimlessly. If I somehow get her back, her crushed chords can't talk to me. What to do when your heart's ripped out but then crudely sewn back inside? Could you live your life without doubt? Without the fear of the pain make you high? Like I've burned my hand on a hot stove, I see her and remember the pain. But I smile and sear my hands to the bone. Only loss can teach you what you can gain. Oh boy. Not only is your poem about Sayori, your downs are definitely more and more influenced by Sayori's style. really think so? To be honest, Sarah's poems always affected me the most, so I guess it makes sense I try to write like her. Oh yes, it's got that same feeling of commingling. What the hell does that mean? I guess it means putting together all the warm fuzzies with the worst, most horrifying despair you can think of. Sorry about that, I'm back. Just trying to set things up for next time, and I'm at the same time as doing this, so there's that for you. How did you write this poem, MC? What was your process? Well, I sat down to write it and I just wrote the first 4 lines really quickly. It just happened without me thinking much. After that, it got a little harder. I've been finding it helpful to write poems with more structure and rhyming recently, though. So I decided just to try it. Let's have every group of lines and have 1 more syllable per line. I tried to keep the rhyming structure really strict, but I couldn't think of good rhymes to some of what I was trying to get across. So in places, the rhymes were pretty loose. But mostly, I knew what I wanted to say, and it was just a question of finding the right words to say it. I could tell that you worked on the structure for this one. It was much more formal and strict than usual for you. It made it feel very serious, although that could also just be the subject matter. Monica's definitely right. As for Sarah's poems, it's very easy to feel the pain and joy, the blurred line between laughter and tears. Thanks, Yuri. Natsuki steps over and lightly puts her hand on MC's arm. You know, MC, she's going to be okay. Especially since she's got you around to look after her. Oh, really? Huh? Good to know. Sorry, but you better not break her heart or else you'll have to answer to the rest of us. Hey, there's no reason to talk about breaking anyone's heart. It totally is. Even though your poem is grim as shit, it proves that you care about it. When you're just the one yelling at us not to read too much personal stuff in her poems. And of course I care about her. I'm her friend. Oh, I meant more than that, buddy. I meant that you like her. Like her. Ooh, drama! Feelings! I never said that! She's not my girlfriend! Of course she's not. Come on, guys, this is really important. I care a lot about Sarah, but the last time there were any weird feelings like what you're talking about, well, you know. Oh, there's trauma now! Ooh, things are getting spicy! Will you guys promise not to tell Sarah about the poem or this conversation? I'm really worried the poem might upset her, or at least just be kind of disruptive for her. And I really don't want her to be suddenly surprised by you guys telling her you think I have feelings for her either. Your secret is safe with me. Okay, I'm willing to bet that she's just like outside, like at the door, like kind of like with her ears to the thing, like, okay, what's happening? And something along those lines. I don't know. I won't say anything. God damn it, the fucking music. Well, that's kind of ominous. My silence can be bought for the right price. Yeah? What price? Natsuki whispers something in MC's ear. Well, that's not so bad, I guess. Shoot, I should have asked for more if that's what you think. What did you ask for? What did you do? Be cautious of bargaining with Natsuki, MC. It's like making a deal with a trickster spirit. Well, that's ominous. You may find that the bargain has unexpected downsides. Stay out of this, you. Oh, boy. MC. It's a deal. Whoa, this music again, God! Actually, no, it's not that music again, it's a different music. Huh. Okay. So be it! The agreement is made. What? Why is your face like that? Okay. I warned you. Okay. Can I ask you a question, MC? I asked everyone to write a poem about recent events. So far, all of us have written poems that are basically about how we feel about the truth of things. Oh, really? I guess I can't. That confirms it. The nightmare was about, you know, all the shit that happened in the main game, basically. Yours was entirely focused on this awful experience with Sayori. Not that that was now that was terrible, I know. I'm not minimizing it. I know it was probably extremely traumatic. And I know when it was my fault. I'm sorry again for putting you and her through that. But I guess my question is, was it really so awful that it's taking up more headspace than the whole problem with the fundamental nature of our reality? Yes! I guess the reality thing doesn't seem as important. Uh-oh, the music's fading away. Time for sadness. It's hard to say that oh, not. I thought the music was fading. That's weird. Kinda got a little quieter. Oh well. But it did make me realize some stuff, and I guess that's what the poem is about. Everything else just doesn't matter so much, at least right now. I'm sure I'll probably freak out about it later. But for now, yeah, I guess my thoughts are just elsewhere. I see. I'll go get Sayori now. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Did I say something wrong? I don't think so. Monica's just trying to cope with her own emotions about things. In walked Monica and a very cheery-looking Sayori. That is false as shit. Like, just... I don't believe it. Okay, I'm back. Sharks, did I miss MC's poem? No, you didn't. If you fucking put your ear to the door. Well, you could just show me later, I guess. Unless he happens to forget. Which he could very conveniently do. You heard the entire thing. Just say it. Just fucking say it, please. Okay, yes. I think the point has been made. Your turn now, Natsuki. The Vice President commands it! And also, Natsuki's the only one left. Whoa! Oh, it just disappeared. Natsuki reluctantly hands the poem over. It doesn't matter. Everything is fake. Not a single moment is real. It's all been a sham, and always will be. So it doesn't matter, right? All the awful pain, the horror of knowing the truth, the fear of what's real, what we truly are. It doesn't matter, right? Had to get my water. Okay, maybe they're all fake. All those worlds above or below, but they are still real if you can feel them. So it doesn't matter, right? If my friends are fake, they're real if I still love them. Whatever this is, it's all that matters. The rest, it doesn't matter, right? Now, before you guys get too excited, That's you're so sweet! Before, can I just say really quick how much I appreciate this poem? God, no one's letting her speak, aren't they? It's almost having an argument with someone off the page, but so friendly and warm about it. It's very therapeutic. But I agree! It's good to know that no matter what is happening or what weird philosophical quandaries you have, you have something real with the people around you in the form of your own feelings about them. Now then! Before... What? You're not gonna interrupt too, you have my undivided attention. Good. I was gonna say, before you guys get too excited, I'm not trying to creep you out or anything. You guys are definitely my best friends and all. Just don't go thinking I'm super needy or dependent, okay? Who was thinking that? It's not like I need you guys to survive. Oh god, she went Cinderella. No. I just am really glad you're around and all. Now, Yuri, were you going to say anything? Okay, Cinderella. You get back here. Here we go. Again? This happened before? What? I'm going to go bangle them. Will you get the email questions ready in the meantime, Sherry? You got it, Chief. Ooh, emails. I am not a Cinderella. Yes, you are. am not. You literally started a sentence with "it's not like I," so you definitely are. Oh, I'm sure of that. Okay. Stop running so I can explain to you why I'm not. You know, you can always shout like you're doing now. If there's any cap spamming, it's this. As we stop throwing things, I am not cleaning this up. Now let's try to figure out this whole email situation. Fade out to figure out the emails. 5 minutes later. Monica, I just need it up on the computer, right? Right, but you need to feed the email client through Wendy. I definitely know how to do that. Hang on. Actually, wait. Don't click that. Here, let me show you. And we tell it to access the email here. I shall be right back. Good, it didn't just freaking die. Oh, thank God. And we told it. Okay. And voila! Oh! Hey, Monty, are you the same as the Monica that runs the Twitter account @LittleMonix3? Ah, yes, that is an official Twitter account. Because, you know, gotta creep us out as much as possible by having Monica be in the real world in some form. Although then again, that could be her getting a wish. Who knows? I don't know what that means. It's something like, and there it is. Anyway, it's getting a little late in the day, but before we finish, we decided that we're going to wrap up club time every week with questions from the real world. There we go! Yeah! You can email me at lit.clubprez.monica@gmail.com, and I'll answer your email to the best of my ability. Or if you have a question that involves the others, I'll pass it on to them. Just make sure you tell me who it's for. Otherwise, I'll probably just assume you were talking to me. Depending on how many emails you have at a time, you're not going to be able to answer all of them on screen, as it were. But you'll always get at least a reply from us. I mean, what? And we'll try as hard as we can to do live answers for as many as possible. Like I'm doing a live stream that no one's showing up to because it's been a fucking disaster. And if we show your answer live, we'll always hide your email address or other identifying information, and we'll show whatever signature you want to put on there. Our first question comes from Cassie. Let me just read it really quick. Already read it? I already read it! No, I'm not that Monica! There are lots of different Monicas in each instance of the game, and each instance of each mod, of course. This is going to be something that I'm going to call the Monica-verse! Basically, the multiverse, or the Doki-verse, actually. Yeah, the Doki-verse, that's a much better name for it. The Doki-verse is basically the multiverse of Doki Doki verses, kind of like how I don't like in other things. Whichever one runs their Twitter account isn't me. Honestly, Twitter seems kind of more trouble than it's worth a lot of the time. Want to get on this? Honestly, I'm saying I never get an account, but I don't really have any interest right now. It's a pretty good Twitter account, though. It's definitely a me that's writing it. It's so familiar feeling. Although she has an even blacker sense of humor. On to the next question. Hit it, Sarori. Ah, this one's actually yours, Sarori. Alright, do you like to listen to music when you have rain clouds, and what kind of music do you listen to if so? Yeah, sometimes music helps. Well, I don't know if it helps, but sometimes it makes me feel alright about not feeling alright, if that makes sense. Huh, okay, interesting. That's why I usually listen to music that's either really sad or really aggressive. You know, I get know this is about me, but I usually listen to music too. It helps me focus and all that stuff. Oh yeah, we can do a Q&A. I've tried multiple times, but they haven't worked. I'm just waiting for the proper time. But whatever. Recently, I've been listening to David Bowie's last album, Black Star. And Monica recently got me into Radiohead. She's a huge fan of theirs. But in general, yeah, I like aggressive and sad stuff when I'm feeling depressed. Pink Floyd works really well for me on the sad side, and Death Cab for Cutie. On the aggressive stuff, it's basically always slow. Sometimes I mix it up. I was listening to a lot of Amon Amarth last weekend, but nothing is quite like Slayer. Damn, Sarah, that's some pretty hard stuff. Yeah, I'm hardcore! So it throws up the horns! Yeah! That doesn't mean that any of that is my favorite music. It isn't. That's just the stuff that helps me the most when I'm feeling depressed. Not to validate your feelings, just something similar in music, I think. Although, to be honest, most of the time when I'm feeling that way, I don't even want to listen to music. But enough of that, let me go bring up the next question. So, do you guys have internet in there? Oh, we have the internet. Now it's... We have to modify the OS a little on whatever computer we want to run the real internet on. We've done that for all our computers, and now we can use the same internet as you. Huh. Hope you don't look up the wrong stuff. Just saying, the internet is kind of full of weird stuff, as I've heard. It's not too much different from the internet I remember from before, although I'm not really sure I should be trusting my memory that much. But it does help me feel like I'm a little bit more part of your world, which is nice. There are definitely some differences though. It's subtle, but you notice it eventually. Oh, really? Before, it always seemed like, for instance, ads and other content were always relevant and on point. And it was always really easy to find stuff on search engines. Whatever you were looking for would always be the first page. Now there's a lot more random, irrelevant stuff. It feels more nitty-gritty and in this retrospect, more realistic. Huh. I think before when the game needed to backfill your memory, it probably did so in the most efficient way possible. The internet would have been a kind of Potemkin village. What is Potemkin? I don't know. But the game built only whenever you needed it. But with a little fix, it's like you suddenly realize how a magic trick works. There's another big difference. The old internet had more normal references to our school. It even had a Wikipedia page. I think I even remember that there was different information about the place where we live. It's a place that also exists in the real world. What? You want? Wait, oh my god, there was actually a house? Huh. On your internet, our school and whole neighborhood does not exist. I mean, obviously, it's a game. Like, if it actually existed, that would just be a huge fucking coincidence. But on our internet, everything is altered to accommodate us in our school, like maps and stuff. The maps were definitely different. In fact, since we could still access the facade internet, we could probably find all the differences. Oh, let's spot the difference! Yeah, comparisons! Yeah, also of course the real internet has a bunch of stuff on it relating to our game. It's still weird to call it that. But seeing all the literature club stuff on the internet is really surreal. It's cool in some ways and terrible in others. I.e., cool to see other mods or stuff and then horrible with Rule 34, right? Maybe, I don't know. I definitely appreciate all the memes. You guys are top tier meme lords and I consume your content. I didn't make any memes, but I think the rest of you guys are I think the rest of the people watching are like, thank you. You know, once I make this film, this is going to get more views. It's just whatever. And it's fun to be the center of a bunch of internet culture in some ways. But there's also a lot of mean or hurtful stuff on there. I guess it makes sense as with just fictional characters. And maybe it's more raw for us than for you, since we just recently went through the stuff you guys have been digesting for a couple of years apparently. Still sucks to see though. Oh, and don't even get me started on all the degenerate stuff. Yes, that was rather shocking. Yeah, Rule 34. Just don't look up your own names. Or if you do, be really careful and don't go into images. And you should be fine. So yeah, we definitely try to stay away from that kind of stuff usually. Except maybe for MC, of course. Hey, why would you think that No, it's alright, MC. Nothing to be ashamed of. It's perfectly natural for a guy your age. Oh boy. Even if it does lead to harsh, unrelenting mockery from all your friends. Yeah, friends, sure. Now hang on a second. Why would I want to look at stuff like that? That's not a denial. Why wouldn't you want to? Are you saying we're not attracted? Because that would be terribly rude of you. Or maybe you're trying to be faithful to someone special. Can we please move on to the next question? Where is this going? I can't win with you guys sometimes. Favorite horror movies for everyone? Oh, exemplify pride. Yeah, we need to exemplify pride. Especially gay pride. Because that needs to be exemplified a lot. But whatever, can't I have ADHD if you saw the time, so I get distracted. Boy. Although, not like other people sometimes. It's more controlled, I take medicine, but that's a little more personal stream, not this one. Okay, of course you will. Yeah, I really like psychological horror. Jump scares don't annoy me per se, but you can't definitely can't rely on them. Yeah, you mentioned that face game. You like, and I quote, something that can use your lack of imagination to throw you for a loop. You definitely like all that shit. Jordan Peele's horror movies have helped me understanding so far. I strongly recommend Get Out. That's alright. I guess that's probably gonna be the first horror movie I see. Just looking up to see